Welcome to Lively Lewis Stories.
Buckle up, because you're about to join Levi and Ivy on an adventure.
All you need is your imagination, and off we
go! Lively Lewis Stories!
Dad, are you in here? Levi called out as he ran into the house. I want to practice some goal kicks before dinner. Levi had just started playing soccer. He really liked it, and he was getting pretty good at it too. But more than that, he loved playing it with his friends and just having fun. However, there was one person who liked it more than he did. Actually, a lot more. It was Levi's dad. He loved soccer, and once he heard Levi was interested in playing, he did everything he could to help him out. He bought him the best cleats, the nicest shin guards, and the coolest looking soccer ball. Levi's dad even put a soccer goal in the backyard and marked up the grass with spray paint to form the lines that would be on a soccer field. Levi thought it was pretty awesome, but his mom didn't think their backyard was the best place for a soccer stadium. However, she knew Levi really liked soccer, so she let it go. Hey, buddy, I'm all set for some soccer practice too, called back Levi's dad as he stepped into the kitchen in full soccer gear. He even had a shiny metal whistle around his neck, just like Levi's coaches wore. Oh, wow, you look ready for the World Cup, Dad, giggled Levi. I thought we were just gonna kick the ball around a little bit before dinner. Sure, we could do that, but wouldn't it be better if we took your soccer ball career, a little bit more seriously? Asked Levi's dad as he bounced the soccer ball on his knee. We can run some dribbling and kicking drills and then do some work on your throw-ins and then move on to, learning the perfect corner kick. My soccer career? Levi said in a confused tone. I thought I was just playing to have some fun with my friends and get some exercise. Yeah, I like soccer, but I thought it was just a sport. Oh, no, Levi. It can be so much more, replied Levi's dad. If you practice really hard, play on a few different competitive teams, and really focus all your energy on it, you could be an amazing soccer player. All my energy on soccer? Levi thought to himself as he listened to his dad, who was getting more excited the longer he talked. You could play all through high school, get a full scholarship to college, and then become a world-famous soccer player. Levi's dad beamed. Just imagine that. It would be incredible. Sure, Dad, that all sounds great, said Levi as he followed his dad outside. Come on, buddy. Let's go outside. We can get started now, have dinner, then head back out for a little while before you have to get ready for bed, said Levi's dad. You have a game tomorrow, so you need your rest. Levi smiled and grabbed his soccer ball, but he wasn't really exactly being truthful with his dad. He loved how excited his dad got about him playing soccer, but lately it was getting to be a little bit too much. When Levi first started playing, his dad would kick the ball around with him in their backyard for a little bit, and then they'd move on to something else. But the longer he played and the better his dad saw him get, the more he wanted Levi to concentrate only on soccer. Levi didn't want to disappoint his dad, so he went along with the soccer goal in the backyard, the dribbling drills, and hopes of college scholarships. I kind of wish I hadn't asked to practice goal kicks, mumbled Levi as he walked outside behind his dad. What'd you say, Levi? Asked his dad with a smile. Oh, nothing, Dad. Just saying how I can't wait to get to those goal kicks, said Levi with a half smile. They practiced before dinner and they practiced after dinner. Levi did great as always while his dad cheered him on and encouraged him through every drill and skill they worked on. Levi's dad could see the potential in his son, but because that's all he was focused on, he didn't see what was truly important. The fact that Levi wasn't happy. Levi used to love playing soccer for fun, but now it seemed more like a job than anything else. You did amazing tonight, Levi, said his dad, giving him a pat on the back. I can't wait to see how great you do in the game tomorrow. Have a good night's sleep, buddy. Thanks, Dad, replied Levi as he got ready for bed. After he showered, got in his PJs, and brushed his teeth, he climbed into bed. And that's when Ivy walked into his room. There he is, the family soccer star, said Ivy, jumping on the bed next to her brother. Are you all set for your game tomorrow? I guess so, Levi said in a huff. For someone who loves soccer as much as you do, you don't sound too excited, said Ivy. That's just it. I don't love soccer, said Levi. Well, I mean, I do, just not as much as Dad does. He makes every game seem like the World Cup championship, and I just want to have fun with my friends. Tomorrow's game isn't even that big of a deal. It's just a regular game. Sorry, Levi. Maybe you should just tell Dad he's putting a little too much pressure on you, suggested Ivy. That's a good solution to this problem, but I don't want to make him feel bad, said Levi. I just wish he would understand that the more he makes soccer a job, the less I want to play. But how will you ever know unless you tell him? Asked Ivy. I may be little, but I have some good ideas. Ivy said goodnight to Levi and headed off to bed. Levi just sat in his room thinking about what she'd said. It sounded easy enough. Just tell his dad to stop pushing him so hard to excel in soccer. Tell him how much he wished it could be like the days when they had first started playing, when kicking the ball around with his dad was something he looked forward to, when soccer was just a game he played for fun. Just as Levi was about to call his dad into his room, he showed up in his doorway. Hey, buddy, I was thinking, why don't you try for 4 goals tomorrow? Asked his dad. That would be your personal best. Doesn't that sound great? Sure, Dad. 4 goals. Great, said Levi. That's the spirit, buddy. I'm really looking forward to seeing another amazing game from you tomorrow. I wouldn't expect anything less, said his dad as he turned out Levi's bedroom light and headed off to bed. The next morning, Levi woke up to his dad standing over his bed. Rise and shine, soccer star, he exclaimed. Time to get ready for your game. Get ready for my game? But it's 7:30, Dad. My game isn't until 10 o'clock, said Levi, pulling the covers up around his head. I know, buddy, but I thought we could get to the field extra early. Get a little extra practice in before the game, said his dad. What do you think? I guess so, Levi said. You guess so? That doesn't sound like my soccer star talking, replied his dad. Let's have some enthusiasm. I'll see you downstairs in 5 minutes. Levi's dad ran out of the room, and Levi sat in bed staring at the ceiling for a bit. He finally got up, put on his soccer uniform, and went downstairs. Ready, Dad? He said in a less than excited voice. Levi's dad had been dressed for quite a while and had already eaten breakfast. He told Levi that he could eat something in the car and hurried him outside. They got to the field, and of course, no one was there. Levi's dad made Levi run their usual drills and do some laps around the field as well. He ran right along with him, encouraging him the whole way. But what Levi really needed was for his dad to understand that this wasn't the way he wanted to play soccer. Finally, the rest of Levi's team started to show up, and they started to practice together. Levi looked tired and was ready to sit down, but his dad cheered him on from the sidelines, even during the team practice before the game. The game started, and Levi was yawning at midfield as a soccer ball sailed over his head. Levi, buddy, you've got to get that ball, shouted Levi's dad. Levi chased after the ball, but made one mistake after another because he was so tired and a little upset about the situation with his dad. I should have just told him how I was feeling, Levi thought to himself as he ran down the field. He took a few kicks at the goal, but missed every single one. Come on, Levi, you've got this, shouted his dad. Remember, we're looking for 4 goals today. At the half, Levi's dad walked over to talk with him. What's going on, buddy? You don't seem like yourself out there, said his dad. Oh, it's nothing. Just a little tired, I guess. I'll do better next half, said Levi, wanting to say more, knowing he didn't have enough time to talk with his dad right then about how he was really feeling. Okay, well, we still have some time to score 4 goals if we really hustle, he said to Levi before correcting himself. I mean, you still have time to score 4 goals. It was just then that Levi's dad looked at Levi, and for the first time in a little while, finally understood how he was feeling. Levi gave his dad a little smile, and the whistle blew, starting the second half of the game. Levi ran out to the field looking slightly less enthusiastic than he had for the first half. The second half went by pretty quickly, and at the end of the game, Levi hadn't scored 1 goal. His teammates, however, had, and they won the game. Levi should have been excited and celebrated with his friends, but instead, he gathered up his things and walked to the car. His dad followed behind him. Hey, buddy, what's up? Why aren't you celebrating with your friends? Said his dad. I'm just feeling a little tired from our early practice, said Levi. And I know you usually like to have an afternoon practice after I have games, so I thought it would be best to just head back to the car. Hey, buddy, Levi's dad began. Is there something that you'd like to tell me? Levi knew this was his opportunity to finally tell his dad how he was feeling, and that's just what he did. Even though he knew it may disappoint his dad, he knew that he would want him to be honest rather than doing something just to make him happy. Dad, I don't love soccer as much as you do. I just want to play with my friends and have fun. I'm really sorry. I didn't want to disappoint you, but I just had to tell you the truth, said Levi as he looked down at the ground. Levi's dad put his arm around his son. Levi, I'm so sorry. I let my excitement for soccer get in the way of what's truly important, and that's you having fun. That's what this game is truly all about. Levi was so excited to hear his dad say that, he smiled for the first time all day and gave his dad a huge hug. I'm not saying that I don't want to play soccer anymore, said Levi quickly. I just don't want it to feel like a job anymore. I understand you completely, said his dad. How about instead of an extra afternoon practice, we go grab some ice cream with Ivy and Mom? Levi loved that idea. As Levi, his mom, dad, and Ivy sat down to enjoy some ice cream, Ivy mentioned that she was really interested in joining her town's basketball league. I heard it's really fun and a lot of my friends play, said Ivy with a smile. Basketball? Exclaimed Ivy's dad. I love basketball, and with your height and natural athletic ability, Ivy, I think you could be amazing. When we get home, how about we do some drills in the driveway? Just think about it. If you put in a little extra work, you could be the next great basketball superstar. Just then, Levi put his hand on his dad's shoulder. Or maybe she could just have fun playing basketball with her friends, Levi said. You know what, Levi, said his dad. I think that's an even better idea. Did you learn a lesson from this story?
If so, what was it?
And parents, do your kids have a story idea?
Leave a comment on our Apple Podcast review page with 5 stars, the idea, and your kid's name for a chance to join Levi and Ivy on their next adventure. Until next time.
Thanks for listening. Come back for more.